Welcome. We're going to squish together questions. So I'll give you a minute to write this down. We're going to squish together questions 7 and 9 on Form B and 8 and 9 on Form A, because all of these are the same type of question. They're all kites. So take a minute to freeze the video and copy down these questions, and also copy down this rule. Why are we able to set up these questions in such a way? Because kites have 2 equal short sides and 2 equal long sides, which is exactly like rectangles, but they're not opposite. So we have 2 equal short sides, 2 equal long sides. And that's what makes a kite. Now there's other things about kites, but for this problem, this is what we needed to know. So again, we set them up 2 equal short sides, 2 equal long sides. And each of these problems state we don't know, so we make X what we don't know. Make X what we don't know. So if we do not know the short side, we make that X, but we know something about the long side. We know that it is 5 less than 3 times the short side. 5 less than 3 times the short side. This one is 1 more than 6 times the short side. This one is 2 more than 5 times the short side. This one is 2 less than 5 times the short side. So all these are basically the same problem. Now that you know how to set them up, let's go ahead and solve. So this one states the perimeter is 46. This is question 7 on Form B. So we can add up all 4 sides and put it equal to 46. So let's do it. We have x plus x. So those are 1x's. 1x plus 1x plus 3x minus 5 plus 3x minus 5 all equals to 46. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 x's minus 5 minus another 5. So that's minus 10 equal to 46. Let's go ahead and get x by himself on one side. So that would be x is equal to 7, which is terrific. Now that we've solved the mystery of the x, we can go ahead and plug it back in to solve for the short side. Well, wait a minute. The short side would be 7. The long side would be just whatever x is. So we know that x is 7. So my long side would equal 3 times x minus 5. So 3 times 7 minus 5 would be 21 minus 5. So my long side would be 21 minus 5 is 16. So my short side is 7, my long side is 16. That's my answer. Each of these questions are going to be the same. So let's go ahead and zoom through. And once you get all 4 of these right, you'll be ready for the test for sure. So this time the question said perimeter 58. So that would be add them all up. 1 more than 6 times the short side. So 1x plus another x plus 6x plus 1x plus 6x plus 1x all adds up to 58. So 6, 12, 13, 14 x's plus 2 regular numbers adds up to 58. So we're trying to get x by himself on one side. We get 14x is equal to 56. If we divide that on both sides, we get x is equal to, now I'm sitting here going, wait a minute, 56 divided by 14, maybe it's 3. That's not going to get me 6, so let's try 4. 4 times 4 is 16, carry the 1, 56. Okay, perfect. So 56 divided by 14, x is 4. Now let's plug that back in. So our short side is x, so our short side is 4. And our long side, we'd have to plug in x here where we see, plug in 4 where we see that. So my long side is equal to 6x plus 1. If I plug in 4, that'd be 6 times 4 plus 1. So that'd be 24 plus 1, also known as 25. That's so my long side. So my long side is 24, my short side is 4. Now, you know you can double check this to be the boss. And what I mean by that is if my short side really is 4, so 4 and 4, 25, 25, that'd be 58. And yep, the perimeter is 58. So you can plug this back in to be positive. You don't need me to check your work. You can check your work and you can know you got the answer right. Now let's work 2 more. This is question 9 on 4B, and this is question 9 on Form A. Make sure you know how to do all these and you'll be ready for the test. So the perimeter is 52, so 1x and another x, 5x plus 2, 5x plus 2 is 52. So 5 and 5 makes 10, 11, 12 x's. And I've got 4 regular numbers. I get 12x is equal to 48. So we divide 12 on both sides. X would be 4. So now, because 4 times 12 is 48, I'm going to plug this back in. When x is 4, my short side is 4. My long side is 5x plus 2, but now I know x is 4. So I have 5 times 4 plus 2, so that'd be 20 plus 2. So my long side would be 22. And my short side is 4. One more, and we're really going to have the hang of it. We have 1x and another x, 5x minus 2, 5x minus 2, all should add up to 68. So that's 10, 11, 12 x's minus 4 is 68. Add 4 on both sides. We get 72. So 12 times 6 would be 72. So the short side is 6 because the short side we called x. And the long side would be 5 times x minus 2, so 5 times 6 minus 2. And so that'd be 30 minus 2, or 28 is our long side. There we go. Thank you for joining us.